guys. I sat here second guessing myself, and I think it's just time to be honest. I'm like, what should the YouTube video be? What should I talk about? And what I realized is that I'm holding myself back. I sat here and I was like, maybe I should record a meditation. Maybe I should talk about this. But you know what? I think we're just gonna talk about the real. The real is I've been away from YouTube. I've been away from social media. I've been neglecting my business. I've been neglecting promoting, all because I'm available to everyone else's needs. And this is where being a coach is great. And yes, I have the tools and the skill to know how to take care of myself, but I don't want to hide behind perfection because it's not perfect. I'm human. And what's happened is I've sat with myself and I figured out so many lessons, so many things that I could do, but there was a block right here that's like, what should I say? What are people gonna think? How do I make it perfect? Y'all, let's go there, right? The thing is that we are trying to attain perfection as a way to control the experience of ourselves on other people. As long as I'm being there for my friends, giving them my best, I am betraying myself, giving myself what's left, which honestly, last night it was 8:30 p.m. after I was done serving all of my clients before I'm like, hey Jordy, time to make a video. And I just cried because I'm like, now that there's nothing left, now that the juice is on empty, now I have to record a video. Like, it felt like work. So I decided, F it, let's just sit here and be real. So tuning into my body, that's the first thing I did. I just breathed and I sat here and I felt weight on my chest. And when I talk to this, and I know it sounds really insane, but you can do this yourself. When you have a feeling and it's in your body, let's say for me it was in my chest, I just really tuned into like, how does it feel? It felt constricting, like I was suffocating, kind of like when you have asthma, right? And for me, that's a clear sign that there's tears. I need to cry. So I did. I allowed myself to cry. I didn't even really know why, but on the other side of that came clarity. And I literally journaled this morning and I'm like, what should I be talking about? So what came up was speaking about this block that I've been having and this clarity that I've gained by going through it. Talking about how sometimes we give our best to people and we save the worst for ourselves. Speaking on how to refocus for the new year and stop betraying yourself. Embracing the silence, embracing open calendar spaces, because that is God for me, source, spirit, universe, whatever you call it, right? That is God telling you it's time to slow down and take a break. You guys, the message is loud for me. It is time to slow down, but not just me as a collective. It is time to stop sacrificing. It is time to stop giving our best to everybody else and saving the scraps for ourselves. It is time to stop letting these feelings and these blocks fester and keep you from reaching your potential. For me, for my business, YouTube makes sense. This is the place to be because I love to talk. I have a powerful message. I have a lot to say. And it doesn't matter if one person finds me, that is the one person that was meant to hear the message. But yet I'm holding myself back because I'm available to everybody else. Guys, embracing the silence, that's what I had to do. Mine came through force because I'm like busy, and then nothing was coming, and then the tears came. And I realized that what I was avoiding was necessary. That these feelings that were sitting here had to move through me. That tears are healing, that I am releasing, because what I'm releasing is the expectation of everybody comes before me. What I'm releasing is the pressure of like, I have to do this. I get to do this. I get to show up. I get to be here and serve powerfully. And it's not about how long the video is or what's covered in the video. It's about, I have something to say. Somebody right now needs to hear that having an empty spot on your calendar doesn't mean you have to fill it. It doesn't mean you have to go be there for your family. It doesn't mean you have to go be there for your friend. How about you take that time to just sit in the silence, embrace the silence, write, cry, paint, dance, whatever you feel led to do. What if those spaces of silence is where God is trying to speak with you? What if those are the moments when the breakthrough is coming, when the creativity is at an all-time high, when your clarity is on point? Because in the midst of the crying, in the midst of releasing, I gave myself permission to not have to do a video last night, to wake up this morning with the intention of recording a video. And I woke up with every intention to sit here, and I scripted it. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna say, and I will even show you, right? There was highlighters and it was beautiful. And then I'm like, this is not what's in my heart. I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about what's here. I want to talk about what happened. I want to talk about how it feels day to day when you're choosing yourself. Being in your power just means you take it back. The moment that you become aware that you're not in your power, you decide again. Choose again. And today I chose to show up, because it's like ripping a Band-Aid. Once I do it once, it gets easier. There is no reason I shouldn't be showing up. I feel led to go live. I feel led to talk. I feel led to connect. And I don't know why the message is like rolling out of me. But my resistance to turn on the camera and not be perfect and not represent my business the right way, y'all, this is the real. This is business. This is what it looks like. I have days when my inspiration is on fire, when I'm excited to talk, when I'm excited to show up. And I have days when it's a push and a block and it's hard. And even if you have every intention of doing the thing, it's work. So I want to tell you a story. One that my mentor told me a few years ago, or maybe last year. It's about okra. So okra is a vegetable that for most people is like slimy and green and gross. And you're like, oh, some people don't like it. I love it, but this is the example, right? Every single day, I intend to eat my vegetables. I have to eat my okra. Even if I gag, like yesterday where it was suffocating, right? Even if today tastes really good and I'm like, ooh, I could do this every day. Y'all, the okra is work. It's getting up every morning and being intentional and choosing yourself and doing the things that are right, the things that you know you need to do to get to the destination of the best version of you. Right now I have this program called the 2.0 Life, and I literally, that's what it is the 2.0 version of you. Is habits away, is every little decision of your day away. And we sit here and we don't want to eat the okra because it doesn't taste good, because it's slimy, because it's work. But you know what's crazy? Somebody one day will come to you and be like, wow, that chocolate cake looks really good. And you're like, this is okra. What do you mean? To the world out there, when you're making 6 figures, you're having chocolate cake. When you're taking a 2-week vacation, you're having chocolate cake. When your business is thriving, your relationship is thriving, you're having chocolate cake. And what I realized through this story and also through living it is, to the world, it might look like, damn, she's a successful coach. She's so happy. She's so wise. She knows so much. You guys, you have no idea how much okra I've had to eat. The thing is that most coaches, most people don't tell you this part. And I decided that that's not the kind of coach that I am. That's not my mission. My mission is to be real, raw, and authentic. So if right now you're struggling and right now you're having to push yourself to do something you know you need to do because it's part of your calling, and you're holding yourself back because you're avoiding emotions or silence or working out or journaling or learning something new, whatever it is that you're being called to do, do not run away. Y'all, the mind is not the authority. Do not run away from your feelings. Sit with them, work through them, because on the other side of that is everything you didn't know you needed. It's not about going viral or numbers or how it sounds or how it looks. It's about whoever is getting this message right now. They needed it. They needed to hear it. And I'm just going to continue to show up every single day because that's how you do it. You just eat the okra, and then one day you look down and you're like, wow, this is the best chocolate cake I've ever had. Life is a combination of moments. This is something I was telling my girls in the container last night because we're talking about routine and getting your life back on track. And I'm like, you could spend 45 minutes putting your child to bed, fighting. Get in bed, put your pajamas, brush your teeth, yell, yell, yell. But you don't think about the consequences of 45 minutes, 7 days a week, 365 days a year until they move out of your home. What if in those 45 minutes you chose to read them a story, to spend intentional time with them, to love them a little harder, to hug them a little bit longer because they're gonna grow up? Don't you want the memories of bedtime to be beautiful? Like, wow, my mom, my dad was present. Not they were yelling at me, they were so mean. these choices are within our control. So the purpose behind my message and what's coming through, because I swear this is not scripted, it's what is your intention? When you think about retiring, do you think about being on the beach drinking a margarita? Like, how much can you drink and how much sun can you handle before you're crusty and drunk? And I say that honestly. You have to have a plan, a vision, and the vision is a life lived. What are the choices that you're making and where are they leading you to? For me, the first 30 seconds of this video was uncomfortable because I haven't been on camera in so long that I'm like, what do I even say? I'm like, you know what? Forget it. This is what it looks like. It's about discipline, not motivation. I don't always want to do it, but once I start, it's coming through me and I'm like, I have one person in mind and I'm like, I hope you're watching. That might be you. I hope you're watching because these words I needed. And me doing the work and sitting through it and sharing it with you, I'm giving you permission. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just gotta eat your okra. And one day you'll realize you've been having chocolate cake this entire time. But the choice is yours if you wanna yell at your kid before bed or read a story and love on them. And I can think of a million examples between like eating the dessert or having a healthy meal, waking up early or saying you don't have time to do your morning routine, meditating or prayer, or going through life saying I don't have time to slow down, going 100 miles an hour or slowing it down. Guys, silence is a gift. Space in your calendar is a blessing. Anytime that you have to be still, don't turn on the TV. Don't watch the news. Don't listen to music. Don't call someone. Sit and just be and just listen. And with that, I want to kind of segue into setting an intention even for the year ahead. 2022, I learned a lot of lessons, but going into 2023, the biggest one is, my God, intention. When you set an intention, my word this year was expanding. And this started from a friend that shared it with me back in 2019. So in 2020, my word was allowing. It was just allowing God, allowing the universe to lead. My second year, it was becoming, because I knew that I was not being authentic to myself. Third year, expanding. That was last year. And I thought the expansion was this way. Like, let me grow my network and meet more people. Guys, the expansion was this way. I've gone deeper within myself than I ever have. And going into 2023, the word is embodiment. So I challenge you. I challenge you to be the 2.0 version. I challenge you to go deep. I challenge you to eat your okra. In a year from now, remember these words? You've arrived. You're there. You turned on the camera. You did the video. You reached to the people you were meant to reach, because what's keeping you from your potential is the choices that you make every single moment of your day. With that, I love you guys, and you will be seeing more of me going forward.